Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an NL East matchup. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And on the hill in this one, Andrew Painter. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Leading off.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-1. To the right side. In time to Bohm. And a quick out, number 1. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Albies matched a homer in his last game. Next one misses. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. That one down the line, and that's a fair ball.
Batting fourth, the designated
Here comes
hitter,
Ozuna up to the plate.
Ozuna.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And the slider just misses.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
And foul ball.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That ends the frame. 1 left for Atlanta. And now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. It's Major League Baseball. Back here with my pal Singy. And now here's the starter for Atlanta, Bryce Elder.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
The pitch. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings over the top of that one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
To third. And it goes just foul. Here's the 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one inside, and the count's full. Out to center. Harris after it. And makes the grab. And there's 1 down. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Harper launched a pair of homers in his last game. Ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Olsen. Harper retired.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Alec Bohm. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Murphy makes the catch, inning over. New inning getting started. And now Austin Riley. Painter back to work. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
Riley used to be a pitcher back in the day, Boog. In fact, fans used to give him a hard time in his rookie ball days because he started the season with a long slump. He'd get messages questioning if he should go back to pitching, but turns out he made the right choice.
Got him looking. 1 away.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
Matt Olson stands in now and watches strike 1. Olson went deep in his most recent game. And 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Two to count.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Here's the pitch to Olson. Ripped to right, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Buxton sizing it up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 8, left fielder.
Here's Jared Kelenic. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Kelenic in his 4th year, 25 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Wisconsin.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss there. No score here in the second.
2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner. Braves strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Bottom half of inning number 2. So now it's Nolan Arenado. And there's a foul ball. Elder fires. And a foul ball. This one popped up. And it falls. And a good start to the inning.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Nick Castellanos at the plate and takes high there.
Ball that's outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And that drops in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
In for a strike, and the count is 2-2. Gets under it and pops it up. Albies hauls it in for the out. Max Kepler at the plate. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. In the air, left field, down the line. Full extension, makes the catch.
Batting 7th, center fielder, Byron Buxton.
And wow, what a great diving catch, Singy. StatCast says that was a near perfect route, and it had to be.
That's just a big part of his game. I mean, this guy's instincts just seem to always put him in a position to make special plays, and right there, he's done it again.
Byron Buxton in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That to right. And that'll fall for a base hit. Arenado makes the turn at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
This is Bryson's stop. Now one missed.
1-0.
That one not close. 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Ground ball right side. Albies. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Phillies leave a couple. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Welcome back.
Leading
and
off
coming off
for
a
the
series
Braves,
where the pitching
shortstop,
was
Orlando
outstanding.
Arcia.
We take a look at those numbers. That misses. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Sliced hard but foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The shortstop takes the ball. Arcia checks his swing. Now it'll appeal to first. And yes, he did. Freddie Ferguson rings him up.
Now
So the lineup flips over. Michael Harris the
second.
second. Next up for the Braves. The changeup missing. And it's 1-0.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Just missed.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And that one handled. Fires over to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Now batting second
Ozzie
baseman,
Albies up to the plate.
Albies.
That one misses in the dirt. Right through there for a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Braves go down quickly here, and we're still knotted at 0. Set for the bottom of the
Leading
third.
off
And
for
digging
the
in for
Phillies,
Philadelphia, JT
catcher,
Realmuto.
JT Realmuto.
Tap foul at the plate. Oh, 0-2 now. Good job to fight that one off. Struck him out looking.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy.
Now
He knows the
batting,
strike zone
shortstop,
extremely
Trey
well. And you know what? Good
Turner.
hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and
Off
have
the
more
plate, ball
success than anything else.
Turner in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And that's
2-0.
outside.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
This to center field. And that will fall. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some
Now
guys.
batting,
One thing that I can see
designated
already,
hitter,
his
Bryce
bat stays in the
Harper.
zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Fouled off left side. On the ground to first, could be two. Quickly to second for one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. We're tied. Welcome back. Let's
Leading
check out
off
what's been
for the
happening of
Braves,
late.
right fielder,
Really been
Ronald
playing well.
Acuna Jr.
First pitch misses.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
Arenado to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Scoreless
Now
here,
batting,
but
the
now he's got to
designated
deal with a
hitter,
guy
Marcell
who's got some
Ozuna.
power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And that's a base hit.
Everything came together for him.
Now
That was one of
batting,
those
third
swings that
baseman,
feels like you're
Austin
swinging an
Riley.
aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Here's Austin Riley. And there's the strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ozuna stands at first with 1 out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Quick work on the 3-pitch strikeout right there. Started him
Now
with the
batting,
slider in the
first
zone to
baseman,
jump ahead,
Matt
then sped
Olson.
him up with the fastball for strike 2. And at that point, you can go a lot of different directions. He put him in the rocking chair by going back to the slider, this time out of the zone, and got in the chase for the punch out.
Olson takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And a strike in there.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
4th inning underway, no score. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. And midway in the 4th, no score. And we're back, bottom of the
Leadoff
inning. And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm.
First baseman, Alec Bohm.
And that one is inside.
Nope. That's inside.
Into center and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, patience and discipline paid off
Now
right there as he got into an
third
advantage
baseman,
count. You'll often hear the phrase
Nolan
short to it,
Arenado.
long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Right through there for a strike. That one close, ruled a ball. And the count even 1-1.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
The 2-1. Grounded to third. Could be 2. Over to second for 1. On to Olsen. That's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine.
Now
That's the one thing about big
right
leaguers. They make
fielder,
tough plays look simple.
Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1's the count.
Two down, nobody on. That's hard hit on the line. And that's a base hit into left field. And it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
So runner at second, 2 down. Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
And fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. And that drops in for a strike. Up the middle. Arcia whips it to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Phillies strand 1. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
for
pitcher's
the
duel
Braves,
so far.
catcher,
Here's how the
Sean
starters
Murphy.
have performed up to this point. Painter back to work. There's the strike.
You know, these Braves just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
That's down and in.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And there's a ball. That one misses, and it's 3-2. In the air, right field, Castellanos under it, hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Now in for the Braves, Jared Kellner. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Steps on first for the out.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough, got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Arcia batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
This one chopped up the middle. Stop. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. Down in order go the Braves. Still no score. Back here in Philadelphia, here's Byron Buxton.
For the Phillies, center fielder Byron Buxton.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
You know, these Phils doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
On the ground to short. Throw on to Olsen, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
So digging in, Bryson Stott. Foul ball there. One out, bases empty. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Up next.
And now it's JT Real Muto. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that is out of play. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss at a slider.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are two down. Here's Turner now, 1 for 2. Swinging a foul straight back.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Next offering popped in the air, right field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And that one fouled off. On the ground, right side, and it's just foul. That was close. The next pitch misses. 1-2 to count. And misses inside. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Alec Bohm now at the plate.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
2 aboard, 2 outs. And another ball.
No strike.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And the inning is over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check out the
for
latest
Braves,
news from around
center
the league.
fielder Michael Harris II.
Ball one there.
Down.
That one clips the outside corner, and the count 1-1. Just
Ball
missed. Next offering upstairs.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Next offering is in for a strike. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Here's the throw, and now the tying run is into scoring position.
He was all over that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Phillies fans want a strikeout, and he grounds one to the right side. In plenty of time to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. And here is Ronald Acuna
right
Jr.
fielder Ronald Acuna Jr.
In for a strike. 0-1.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
With the tying run at third, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. And that's a little bit high. Ball 2.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Got him swinging.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Two outs. Foul ball still 0-2. And ball 1. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little.
In time to bone. Ozuna is out. That's out number 3. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Phillies 1 and the Braves nothing.
Pitching for
Back
Atlanta.
now for the bottom of the 6th, and
Number
there's a new
81.
pitcher on the mound. Wander Suero.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And that one is lifted in the air. Acuna settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away. Now the left fielder, Max Kepler, 0 for 2 in this one. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Dylan Lee getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Johnson getting loose as well. And that one in the air center field. And that is that.
Now pitching.
Welcome back.
Phillies.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Joe Ross. He last pitched 2 days ago. Here comes Austin Riley. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Late swing, fouled off.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him. And 1 out now. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. So here's Murphy now. Left field. Squeezes it. 2 down. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Next to hit, Jared Kellner.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Missed with a changeup. And 1-1.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's Orlando Arcia.
Shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And that's in the dirt.
Ball, 1 strike.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And they hold the tying run at third. They're up the stop sign even with 2 away.
Back-to-back singles. Not a bad slider by any means. It was down and away, but an even better job to spoil that thing. And he let it travel, didn't try to hook it. Man, that's a really good approach. Really important at bat coming up now.
On the ground to third. Arenado to first. In time. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. So they get out of the bases loaded jam without any damage, and that does it for the inning. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Phillies 1 and the Braves nothing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Pierce Johnson.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And first offering is fouled off. There's a swing and a miss.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That's inside. And that is ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time for the 2nd out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced and getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Real Muto at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. That's down and in. And a base hit into right. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Trey Turner at the plate. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Swing and a chopper out to short. Over to Albies.
That's an out.
3rd out. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they lead it 1-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Orion Kirkering.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Albies, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. This one lifted in the air, left field, and there's 1 down. Here's Acuna now, 1 for 3. Swing and a ground ball, and that goes foul. 1 down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Fly ball to right. Puts it away for the out. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. That one misses. 1-0. Kirkering, 23 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. No runs, no hits, no errors. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Phillies 1 and the Braves 0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Joe Jimenez.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Harper in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
And another ball. Not even close there. And it's 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
First baseman,
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. And a strike. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Dylan Lee getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Bummer getting cranked up as well. Next offering is fouled back. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
That one hammered left field. Kelman going back on this one. And he brings it into the warning track.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado stands in for the Phillies. Fought off foul. Harper leads off first with one away. Line drive to short and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Hard hit left side. Arcia whips it to first, and that ends the inning. Phillies strand one. They lead it 1-0. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Yohan Duran.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Austin Riley.
Riley in the box now. Takes strike one. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2. Strikes him out with 102.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Out to short, and it's through for a hit. And the tying run is on base.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's Sean Murphy. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Strike two.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get...
Tried hitting 101, and it wasn't happening. That's a strikeout.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
And now, Jared Kelman. And there's the strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
The final 1-0. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by.